Start off with the risk disclosure here. This talk is intended for educational purposes only, reflects our opinions, and is based on our best judgment, but no warranty is given or implied as to their accuracy. Past performance does not guarantee future performance, and no investment or trading advice whatsoever is implied by our commentary, coverage, or charts. Wanted to share the SPY chart with you guys. Nothing too new here that we haven't already discussed or shared. This is the range that we were previously in. It appears to me that we're starting to build a wedge. I know Mario does not subscribe to the wedge too much, but this is kind of what I was tracking in here. Now, even though it looks like we're coming out of it, we're still not out of the woods yet. That's the important thing to understand. We still have this resistance through here. And if you remember from the last discussion, it was like the 323 area where I have that green line. That's the next bull level, as discussed in the last session. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm sure Mario will have more on this in terms of market profile, volume profile. But in terms of a price perspective, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm actively tracking. This is going to be continue to be my main focus through the kind of slow summer months. Just seeing how the market develops, and from there determining if I'm going to go with a market name, as we say, or more focus on what's in play, what's going to be moving with some sort of catalyst behind it. Been trying to provide more ideas with catalyst in the morning and actually providing the catalyst in the notes there. If you guys take the time to read the notes, you'll definitely get some benefit out of it. Mario, that's all I've got. If you want to go ahead, I'll make you host here.
Okay. But then you take it back, right? Because
yeah, I'll take it back.
So it's 7 or let me see. So share screen, host, disable participant screen share.
There you go. You should be able to now.
Number two, there you go. And take it back if you want.
Got it.
So now you're seeing this. Okay, let me see. How you doing, guys? Great to be here. And I think I have the, I think I posted something today, right? This is it, right? Yeah, okay. So it's pretty much the same chart we were talking. We were talking with Kyle prior, right? The only difference is this should be like a wedge, right? That's where the wedge crosses, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I've been working with this ranges, right? And where do we close today? Let me see. What was SPY today?
310.
So 311, right? 310. So we're still, I'm not gonna use the chart right here. So we're still right here. That's what I call like middle of the range and everything. My surprise was like yesterday that we just blew through 307, which is this area right here, right? And we have a couple annotations right here. One's the monthly VWAP, that's 309.50. That's something I take a look at. That's one of the tools I use too every now and then. Why? Because most of the times we're far from it, but when we're close to it, I look at that. So there's the 309.50. I think it worked pretty good today. At some point in time, you have some support, some sort of support. So now that's pretty much what I'm looking at. This range right here, the yellow one, that's 308, 307.50 to 315. And this is where I start getting bullish again, more bullish, right? Because one of my things is like I try to get into trades into support too, right? So some of the calls that we made, like, like a couple, when was it? Like 3 or 4 days ago that we hit the support. So we have the opportunity to pick some of the ideas that we comment on the last meeting, right? The Boeing's against a 165, 67, something like that. It went down. So That was something. So it's always that I always keep in mind. But for now, for me, it's gonna be this range trading. It's gonna be a big range because it is a big range what we're dealing with right now. So I'm just gonna be paying extreme attention to 314, the 310, 314, and we'll see where is this gonna take me. I don't have much of a bias right now. Pretty much trading inside this chart that I'm sharing with you here. Okay. So let's get rid of the SPY right here. And we come back right here. And that's where you see, I wanted to do it that way because now you're going to see all of the annotations that I have right here. So there's way too many. That's it. Now we got a clear one and that's where we are, right? Okay. That's SPY on a daily. Mm-hmm.
So you're still keeping
what was that?
323 as that bull level I see on your
Yeah,
chart.
this
there,
is
the
a green
line?
one. Yes.
Okay.
Bear in mind that I have nothing on volume profile. Once we close, yeah, that's important thing. Once you close the 313, that's where I'm standing right here. You see that there's no volume up until 319, right? So that's a good move, guys. 313 to 319. That's a good move. That's a really good move that we can have, and we got pretty much nothing. So I won't be just fighting it unless I really have something right there, you know, like a massive distribution, something that I get, but I don't see anything. If you just go with this chart, right, all we're doing is we just trading this range, big range, right? But we think this range because the thing is that this is way too wide, right? One of my mentors used to say, you don't short the bottom of a wide range, right? I'm gonna say it again. You don't short the bottom of a wide range. So what we expect is that's exactly what we're talking about, right? If you think that 300 is gonna be the level, right? You just don't short the 300. You should be short, you know, I was short up here.
Top of the range.
320s, right? Exactly. The 311, something like that. But you don't wait till 300 just to go. Can it go? Yes, it can go. But the problem is that you have this problem that is a wide range. So it's not the same as shorting right here, where you have your support right here and it just goes boom. That trade you can take anytime. This one right here is what we call lower odds. Can it happen again right here? You're still in the same range, although you're making something, but it was negated immediately. So I'm still looking at this, right? The formation. I want to see at least a lower high. So we should have like, say, gap down tomorrow to 307. I'll probably be willing if, you know, if that's the case, if it turns bearish, to trade it all the way in 307 to 300. So we got a plenty of room. That's the main point we gotta be aware of, right? That this is a wide range, and we can get hurt if we get it wrong, either short or long, right? So be nimble, be very careful, and make sure, guys, before every single day, you should know the SPY, right? Don't be posting Twitter or Snap or whatever. The first thing you gotta know is the SPY. Where's the SPY? What's the market doing? Where are my levels? Am I at weekly? Look at this thing. This is pretty much the last year point of control, and we've been dealing with that. Now it's 304. So we got the 304, right? We got plenty of levels. I mean, everybody's watching this thing. Everybody, so anything can happen right here. So, okay, let's go to the fun stuff then. So, where do we start? Easy one. Apple?
Social media.
Okay, I was gonna do Apple.
Let's do it.
Apple. I don't know. My charts look weird. Okay, there you go. This is still the, yeah, I wanna be here. Why is those? Oh, God, that's probably something from here. Yeah, that's why. So Apple, we said we make a new high right here. Jesus Christ, I'm using the wrong one. Sorry about that, guys.
First time?
Yeah, I'm getting rusty with this thing. Huh? So we make the new high, we make the first move right here. So we got that one right here, and then we have second pullback. That's the pullback we were talking about with the market, right? So you make a decision at that point. You want to buy, you want to hold. So this is as clear as uptrend as they make it. Now it's actually looking a little better for my liking. So we can have some sort of patterns. It's been very good, the pullback to supports in Apple. The 8MA is still there. That's the one I use. So what do we want to do with Apple? As long as we continue going higher, I'm going to be looking at 370. Of course, the all-time highs is 372. And from there, what did we agree on for targets on this one? 10%, 15%, 20%? I don't even know. Kyle, did we do the Fibonacci? Because I know you guys have.
I think you had said 10%, but that was a while ago. That was like 350.
Yeah, the target was 360 with the 20%, right?
Yeah.
No, that actually was 330 to 360, so that was 10%. So now we're again at the point where I do call that I don't know. So I'll say just play momentum because I don't know what else to say. I mean, this is a perfect uptrend. So if I know a lot of the guys hold it as an investment. So if you're an investor, just like Kramer says, right? Don't trade it, just own it. So if you're just an investor on that one, nothing else to do. Just hold on to that. If you're trading, find an intraday pattern that you like, and that's the best advice I can say, because this thing's not gonna get into trouble unless we break. Um, let me go into a longer time frame. Uh, no, we will need to break like 350 to start getting into some sort of trouble, right? So 350 will be when I start getting into probably I don't even want to short it, to be honest. In the case that Apple starts going down, I just want to be looking for places to go long, right? Because it's like
Okay.
beautiful uptrend. So not a lot. So that one's out. So just uptrend and continue. And if you want to own it as an investor, just look for places to add. So that's out of the way. Let's do social media. So you want to start with Facebook, I assume?
Yeah.
So brutal with the news. We know the news. It was Verizon, I think, first, and then everybody piled on that. They were going to take all the advertisement and whatever, right? But they needed too much. Here's something I want you guys to take a look at, right? Sometimes volume profile can give you sort of an edge, right? So for this one, I was looking at 210. 210 has been the biggest volume over the last year. So when we start working into 210, right, and you're coming from 245 all the way down, you have a massive distribution day. The following day, you gap down. We need to get ready also for earnings season, right? So this is one of those gaps that they call, or my mentor used to call them novice gaps, right? A novice gap, what it means is that you have a downtrending, short-term downtrend, gapping down, not breaking a support line, right? And you're gonna gap down and you're gonna hold. So a lot of the novices will be trading the short, right? When the actual trade is actually the opposite. So this is an example of a novice gap where you should go long, right? Why did I go long and call it long? Because we gapping right into support after a move from 245 to 210, which is pretty good. So we got that one. We got the first day. We got the second day. Now, where are we starting? We're back into the top of the range, 240. And here's the same example that I was doing with the market, right? When we're talking about the market, is that the best place to buy it? I'll say, wow, that's tough. I understand 240 is compelling, sorry, right? But we're coming from, we will need strong market to break it. Now, will I trade it momentum long tomorrow? I will. Why? because I got volume, right? There's volume coming in there. So we're still doing a lot of over the average volume, right? So this move bullish, this bullish move is actually a strong bullish move, okay? We pretty much deleted all of the news from, so the news from Verizon and all these guys that they don't want to do the advertisement, there's pretty much deleted. So what are we doing with Facebook? We want to see the 240, and of course we're gonna see 245. So I'll look at 240 for a momentum trade, right? To 245, right? To the 245, and over 245 we just continue and we go to new highs, right? Would I short? I will need to have like massive action rejecting 240 for me to short it, right? I have support right here, and I'm going to show you where. There's something around this area that I like. You see the volume right here. You see all this volume. So that's at 230. So unless we really come and put something like a hanging man or a bearish formation, I won't be too aggressive. I'll be aggressive at the 240, but once we start getting into 230, I'll probably be looking to take profits and wait for the next leg, which should be higher, right? So this thing, not even with the bad news, they could keep it down. So we held support again. We came from here, we held support. Now I like the volumes right here. We were in a squeeze. I know some of the guys are starting the squeeze, the John Carter indicator. So we were in a squeeze, we trigger, but well, that failed, right? Because it was negated. So now we're going to the other side. So we're still in that big range. The call is 240 momentum to 245, over 245 to new highs. And let's look at that, okay? So that's with all the bad news and all the bad things that we're talking about Facebook. So we got the Facebook out of the way. And now we're going for, I assume, Snap.
Sure.
So Snap, we hit, oh my God. Wasn't that the target? We hit target, right? I don't oh, we didn't do Snap last time. Well, anyways, that was target $24, $25.
You said no call last time.
No call? Okay. So interesting. This one right here, this reversal, is that the same day as Facebook? Let me see. That was 1, 2, 3 days ago. So that's, yeah, that's exactly 2, 3 days ago. So that was the Snap. I assume it was the same play as Facebook, but recovery hasn't been as sharp because we haven't been able to delete that red bar. That's the power of Facebook. We just cleared that red bar, right? So with Snap, it hasn't happened. So I will assume that we will need a retest of $21, $22 again. I definitely don't want to be too bullish on this one. I'll say I'll put it's not my favorite chart, to be honest, guys. It's not the one that I'm looking for to trade, especially because of the red bar. And I don't want to be short, but you could probably short under 23 if you want. So I'll put a line right there, probably. That's a one. So no call again. Hey,
Okay.
I don't need to trade everything, right? Twitter, I'm trying to get myself into that. The Twitter. So for Twitter, we have 3285, which is daily volume control right here. We got the 2 moving averages of top of that. So that's bearish, supposedly bearish, right? We have a big move. Here's the other problem, guys. 3680. We came into 28, which was kind of a volume profile area right here. We were also at 2 standard deviations from the meeting. So that was a low, as low odds as they come, that short, right? And that short that day, that was after the Facebook news. So that was actually a buy. Yeah, hindsight's 2020, but we have the volume right here. We have the support right here, and we have the the thing that I don't like shorting after it has dropped from 35 to 27. So that's 8 points. That's like 23%. And you're just gonna short the last portion. So what I'm looking for on in the case of Twitter, we can probably put a short as long as we don't break 32, 33, right? So I'll keep this one as a short watch. We can come into the weekly chart right here, and we see that we haven't cleared this all important level right here, 33.85, right? That's what we're looking for. We want to delete this red bar, pull a bullish engulfing pattern sort of thing. So as long as we stay here, if you really want to be short, you want to be aggressive, you can be aggressive as long as we stay in the 32.50. And then we just work with the level that we have right here, because what we have is the low of the prior bar, which is 28.24. So I'm more of a Twitter bear right here versus the 32, 33 area, right? And definitely under 28. That second time could be interesting, right? If we break 28. Now for the longs, you see my alarm right there. I have an alarm at 34, so I want to be long over 34.20. Okay, so 34.20. Basically, what I'm asking is for Twitter to prove me wrong. I mean, to prove that they are really going to go out. By the way, when's the I think earnings is coming soon for Twitter, so we gotta put that in.
The
Take that into
23rd.
23rd of July.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So 7/23. So that's a couple weeks from now. It'll be interesting. It all depends on where we are, right? But they may run it actually into earnings. So keep an eye on this one. I wanna see the 34. So basically how we react to 33, 34. If you want to be aggressive and scalp it, you can short it probably versus 33. Once we go to 34, just go for the 10% move or 20% move that is going to give us to 34, 37, 40. Okay. So that's the play. That's the game plan for, and this is the reason why I'm still bearish. I mean, I'm bearish this one. It dropped hard under the 50, under the 200, under the point of control, under volume profile. So it's just some objective tools that I use to make a call here. Twitter, we did Snap, we did Twitter,
Pins.
and pins. Pins went higher. Oh no, I thought it did. Okay, so this one, that's interesting too. We have a green line right there. We have the point of control right there too. We cleared this. Let me see if this chart is going to tell us something. Same story. 3 days ago, they all got hit, and this one found support at the 200 and the 50 cross. Now, this is something bullish. A lot of people look at this. 50 crossing the 200. When he's down, it's called the death cross. When he's up, I don't know what they call it, but it's supposedly it's bullish. What do I like about pins? Look at the weekly. Okay? Look at the weekly. We are over big volume. So was that accumulation? Likely. Here's the monthly. And we know we have this little area right here, 24.22, which coincides with the high. So I'm going to put a line right there, which should be like a green line, and over 22, 20, 24, 40. Yeah, 24.50. We got to go long. I like that. So that's it. And then let's put the line right here. I like that one. Do you have this one as a long watch? Should be. Again, I want to see how we get there. Ideally, we're gonna put some consolidation before, or we're gonna have a massive day, something crazy that we just break out, right? But yeah, I'll definitely go 24, 24.40, 24.50, and the target is 10, 20% up, which is 27 prior high, and then we go. I don't have anything, guys. We go like 35 probably, right? So pins over 24.45, go 10% and go to prior highs, which is $36. So that one's down. I got the alarm already. too. So that's probably one of the ones that I like. Again, the volume is not as impressive as Facebook. Remember, guys, always use like comparisons when you're trying to get to see what's up. You know, we have a massive reaction to the Facebook news. It dropped, find support, now volume. You know, but the buyers really stepped up, right? When we go to pins, well, yeah, it got hit by the news, some sort of volume that day of the news. Then the following day was just like, okay, you know, sort of average volume. We are in a squeeze right here. So what it says is like volatility is low right now. So we know it. If we're gonna break out of a range, it should be over 2450, and when we break, we just take it. So that's pins, my friend. What else we have? Social
Streamers?
media, I think, is done, right?
Yeah, streamers.
Streamers. So
Netflix, Roku.
oh my God, I don't want to see Netflix. Let's do Roku. Your volume dropped, right? Or was it mine? Did I do something? Oh, it was me. Sorry. Okay, so Roku. Oh, Roku too. Can't believe it. So, see what happens to Roku. Why did Roku bounce? I think it was that 116, 117 area. Totally missed that one, right? So what do we have here? We have Roku at 128. Oh, again, 128.39. Let me know if guys are asking any questions, because I see that we got like 13 messages right there.
No, you're good.
Okay, so what we have is like we came back to the point of control on a daily chart. Massive volume, I mean above average right here, 153%. So I will say this one has room to go. This is the one I really like. I don't remember if we have a call for Roku last time, but now I'm liking Roku over 140. Oh yeah, we have it. It's the same call as last time. We said as long as we stay over 112, try to long to go 123. So that one's already gone. That happens today. And the next one is Roku over 140 on a weekly entry. So I'll keep the same call over 140 if you want to be like on the safe side based on here on the weekly chart. It's like 138, 139, you want to go long. Or better yet, find yourself an intraday entry as long as we stay over 127.54, right? Which is this massive area of point of control. You want to be on the safe side on the over 129, 130, just Momo. 130, 134, over 140, you stay long. That's the call. That's the best way I can put it. So Roku, Momo over 130 to 124, 134, that will be target one. And if we close over 140, we go for with a weekly chart. Then we change to weekly chart, and then we can see probably 160, 176. Oh yeah, 160, 160 new highs. 160 and then new highs. I like Roku, guys. Wow, streamers. Jesus. So that's a dirty chart, sort of a dirty chart like we hear. So, okay, that's fine. So now let's see a beautiful chart. And this is Netflix, right? What I like about that is the pullback right into the 50 MA. Don't tell me it's not, because it's almost there. It's like by 4 points. That's like less than 1%. Right into the 50 MA, bounce back, bullish candle, right? The hammer, we all know it. And then we have a next day, and today just the momentum. Target was 473. You can see it there, and the entry was over 473. The green line. So this one is at new highs, and it's a pure momentum. That's all I can say. I mean, it's over my green line, so it was a long today. And I hope somebody write it. because I didn't jump too soon. So let's play momentum as long as we stay over. I mean, we stay long as we stay over 475, basically. Okay. So boo, as long as we stay over 475. What will be my ideal scenario? To be honest, guys, is I'll have probably another day up. Likely, we're gonna touch 500. Then we come back. We retest 475. I'll probably be looking at 480 and then we go back again, okay? Or you can play tomorrow as a pure momentum scalp. Not a problem, right? Although the big move was today, of course. You can all see it. You know, volume was there, 170%, normal volume, powered uptrend the whole day. And we just went for an intra to swing, perfect trade, right? So that's it. That's Netflix. So the call is like wait for a pullback that holds 475, basically. Okay, or a retest of the 475 break. Okay, it's changing now, guys, because when we started doing this, we were in a boring uptrend, right? So then we had the massive down, so we were able to pick some accumulation zones and everything. Here we don't have that many accumulations, although you can say it that we have. Let me do something right here so we're on the same page, or at least you understand what the heck I'm talking about, right? We have the massive move, right? And that's the move. That's what we have, right? I don't know if you see it, but I see it pretty clearly, right? It's up and then it's sideways, and then we have the breakout, which is between today and the prior days. What we have is the pullback after we break, and now finally should be. So this should be going long, not a problem. It should have a problem, okay? Doesn't matter what you read or people saying that DVDs are going out of style. They're not. They're staying here forever. So that's Netflix. And what else? Disney. This is Disney. Disney. Oh my gosh, Disney Channel. Disney Plus. We heard so much about Disney that is doing nothing, man. It's doing nothing. I think it's gonna take sports to come back and probably start. However, we do have an alligator mouth right here. And I already told you guys that I didn't invent that term. I just like it, but my alligator is the only one with teeth. So that's my thing. So here's the alligator, right? So versus 105. If you weren't long, you can be buying. That's our safe zone to buy with a 2-3% stop. And then we have this area right here, which is the 116, 117, which is the top of the alligator mouth. Once we clear this, I'll say 120 to be on the safe side. We hit 125, and then we have the green line right there, which is what we're waiting for a couple months now. But I'm gonna clear this up, right? We have this zone right here, which is 145. We have this zone right here, which is 116.85. And we have this zone right here, 184. Now, can we take it over 117? Yes, we can. So 117 from Momo Trade into 125, okay? So Disney, actually that's not that crazy, Kyle. I kind of like it. You can trigger tomorrow, actually. 117 to 126, well, to the 200 MA, okay? It's 125. And then if we close over 129, now we're in the second part of the move, which is the one that we want to really ride to 145, right? So Disney, I think, might be getting hot, okay? We need the volume though. We need volume though. We need volume for this trade to work. So that's Disney. Who is streaming? Well, Peacock and all those guys. Here at the 50 MA, so basically we're waiting for the 117. That should be tomorrow. And we will close over this red. It's kind of tricky. If you see, guys, let me show you something. This is what I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking we have sort of this move, right? So if you're thinking 117, you take it to 125, which is the top of the range, right? That's
Okay.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. So that's Disney. We got a call in Disney.
How about Boeing?
Let's go to the not flying planes. So Boeing. Such tricky, man. Such a tricky thing. Gave us good moves. I'm still working on the weekly chart. Weekly chart, look what we did. We are in this zone right here, right? Like this alligator here on the weekly, it starts at 173 and it goes all the way to 194. So that's where we are, 173, 194. So we know that's like level accumulation. We already did this part, right? Which is the accumulation 144, 127, 144. So are they accumulating this thing between 172, 192? It looks like, because once we clear that, we're off to the races. 300 bucks. That's what I'm thinking. Here in the monthly, you can see 234. That's the target we call right here. You see why? That's some volume right there, 234, and then the 300. So the tricky part with this is that there's so much news and it trades like crap, to be honest. So intraday, unless I see a pattern, like really clean pattern like this one, I'm not a big fan of trading Boeing. What I usually do is I do spreads, I do, I buy swings on everything. Now, when we come to the daily, we get to see what we're seeing here on the weekly more clearly, right? What we see is like 200. Oh my God, we gotta buy this thing over 200. 190, 195. That's our aggressive entry. So 195, the 200, that'll be like a psychological level. And then we go to 40. I think that was the call. I think last time I said that if we go down to 165, we buy again. So some of the guys I know, they bought it. Now we have 2 days where we have done pretty much nothing. Not looking good, but it's not looking awfully bad either, because you see the whole I mean, the volume is being kind of high. No, it's 85%. What am I talking about? It's low. It's high, like over the last month, I'll say, but we still need, so we're looking for a break over 195 with volume, and we buy Boeing. Okay, so Boeing over 195, over 200. Don't get scared with the 200. Let's try to hit 240. That's target one. 240 and then 266. Oh my, I ran out of ink on my pen. Hold a second. Okay, I got a new one. So that's it. That's a note. So Boeing, I think Boeing might be getting hot too. Let's put an alarm. Guys, I need alarms at 182, 184, 185, 197, 199, 200, 201, right? Because I want to write it. If this thing runs, I don't mind you calling there every dollar. It doesn't matter. Okay. So Boeing, what else?
NVIDIA, AMD.
NVIDIA's setting up, man. NVIDIA's setting up. NVIDIA's setting up. 385.7, that's the trade. Pure momentum. I like the sort of a sideways base that we form. I like the fact that we have this. Was that on MU? No, I think it was. Yeah, that's probably MU. So I like the fact that we tested the volume profile area, the 353. I'm using a lot of volume profile these days because we've been sideways, guys, right? So you've seen me using different tools. Like you see here this is the John Carter squeeze. So what he's telling me is like, don't trade, don't trade, don't trade. Black is don't trade, don't trade, don't trade, don't trade. We're not doing anything, right? And we haven't done anything pretty much. I mean, we're talking 350 to 380. That's 30 points. That's 10%. But this thing was moving like crazy, right? So unless you got the whole move in the range, you're making 5, 3, 10%. So it's not that big. But if we happen to trigger over 385, likely this is going to trigger and we're going to see big volume and we're going to ride it, right? So 385.7, Momo, that's one of the main watches, guys. NVIDIA, over green line, 385.70. Can you anticipate? Absolutely. But make sure you know that you're anticipating, so it might get rejected. So manage accordingly. What I don't want to see is like, I don't want to see it dropping under 377. If we go under 377, we test 366 again, okay? Which 366 is basically the hammer that we have. So if we break 377, which is today's low, we likely drop another 10 points and go and retest the new range. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna make a side note. So today's low, it's 377, but that's like more like how I approach trading, right? But I know like some people like to scalp that one, so you can scalp at 377, knowing that I'm bullish, right? So be fast, 377, you cover 370, and that's it. But I want to be the main play. I want to be long 385s. Okay. We go into the other chart, and it just looks like that, more clean, without all the charts, with all the lines, and this is what I like. We have the pattern, we have the 385 right there, and we just need it to explode. So NVIDIA, MU, the other one, it reported earnings. I think they were good, supposedly. I don't know. It's a hard one to trade. You know, you guys know I don't love trading MU. I have a green line right there in case we break 53, we break 54, and I'm going to show you why. So we had like 4 days consolidation right there in the cross of the 200 MA and the 50 MA. That's support that they told us. We support this stock at 50, 49, 70, 49 something. That's where we closed today. Are we going to test levels at 49? And that's when you're going to have to make a decision, right? Because that's support. I see it as probably support. But what I don't like is that we have supposedly good news and they just sold it off. So big trade for MU will be a retest of the 200 MA, 48.80, 49. Let's see if we break or if we hold. That's all I can say, to be honest. You want to play momentum on that one? Well, I don't see anything clear till we start turning around. So that will be like 51.40, 52. That's where I have my green line right there, 52.80. Not my favorite, guys. Not my favorite, right? Still messy. If you just take a look out. Just take a look out. You see, there's no pattern right here. What are we recognizing? Nothing. I have a big day right here. Yeah, but that was like news and it got sold, so nothing. So we got NVIDIA, we got MU, we got AMD right here. Same solid support. This one is pretty clear. I think it's clear for everybody, I hope. So we got this level right here, which is the 50. And we got the 58 right here. And we're in between. So if you were brave enough to buy 50, keep riding it. I don't see a trade. I mean, it's not going to be my go-to stock, to be honest, because I don't see anything on the weekly chart, on the monthly chart that makes this so compelling that I have to trade it. It starts getting more interesting once we go past 55. So that's probably why you see all my alarms up there. I'm probably watching at the 55. Interesting thing is that we have you see this is the biggest indicator that nothing's going on with this thing. We have like a month of squeeze, meaning low volatility for a whole month, right? So we're back in the middle. Can this be a fake out? If this is a fake out, we need to see it over 56. Actually, I like it if we can go over 56, over 58, and over 60, okay? 56, 58, and 60, and I don't love it. If we go back to 48, make a decision. Okay? 48 is support. So you know what to do, guys. We break, you short. If we don't, you may get along. So AMD, Marble. That did something. It already bounced. It's just, I'm not familiar how it trades. It already bounced because I was looking at, because I think we talk about this is like 5G or something. So I was thinking we're gonna do this whole range, and what it happened is we ended up staying on here on top of 34. So what I like is the formation. It's sort of a flagging formation, right? When we come to the look at the look at this pattern. Yeah, look at the weekly or a monthly is like what they call like a 1, 2, 3 or an impulse move or everything. So I still like it. 36.92. Should be looking for new highs. I know this is 5G. That's what I list. That's what I read. That's why I added to our watch list. It's in a squeeze, so that means it's lower volatility. We can see it. We don't need to trade it in there unless we have a big day with volume that we can take advantage of. If you want to be very aggressive, you can buy over 35.50, which is assuming that this is the bottom of the range, right? And we just go over 35.50 right here. We take this one off, but this is all your game plan, guys. I'm not gonna tell you how to trade because that's not the purpose of this call, right? This is more like a game plan that we can implement and everything. So basically what we're looking is a stock that has a tremendous run up, right? And we're likely consolidating sideways in a weekly chart so we can continue higher. So the way that we know if we're continuing higher, guess what? Simple, is if we make new highs. So once we start going over 36, over 36, over 37, that's when I want to get involved for sure. So Marbell, we're trying to make it to new highs over 37, over 36, over 37, and that should give us another 10, 20%. So that'll put us at 40 and 43, right? About 40 and 43 for targets. So that's Marbell, and we're done with the chips.
Qualcomm.
It's still Qualcomm. That's chips too. Yeah, that's the Snapdragon, right? That's for the iPhone. So I don't know who's got Snapdragon. Not iPhone. The other one. The good phones, the Samsungs. I like Qualcomm now. You've been stalking Qualcomm for now some time, right?
Yeah.
So I think 92.5. That's gonna give you the entry. Yep, that's the one you want. Look at the sideways pattern that we have going. That green line stays there forever. So I think it's time to look at Qualcomm now. I'm interested on that one. So over 92.5. Whenever we hit and we get a 97, I think it is 96, a prior high. That's target 1. I'll give us 4 points, so that's like 5%, and then new highs. It could be interesting. Yeah, Qualcomm. I like it. Especially because of this volume. Let me see. This is interesting. What happened that day? Huge volume, 87 respected. Look to your left. That's something interesting. So I know 87 is something with that. I'm going to put on alarm just in case we break 87 because I want to be looking at the other side, right? But as long as we stay there and we got some support right here, 88, stay, put on alarm at 87.50, make sure we don't miss it. But I think the call should be 92.50 to the upside. If not, we talk 87 and probably we can do something with it. So that's Qualcomm.
Beyond.
Qualcomm Beyond. We said versus 150 watch, and the green line is 163, 167. I was just looking at my notes, and I was thinking that thing was gonna go today, but it was news, right? Yeah, it was the news in China. So apparently now they have so many competitors, Conagra and some other guys, some local things, but the news made it gap up. So let's look at that. Now we have to look at the gap, right? Because that's what happens. So if we go just volume profile or market profile, this is what I like here, right? We had the break of 129, 130 that we were talking. Again, came down. Is this the best way to short? Not for me, not in my book. It's a wide range. You don't chart the bottom of the wide range. So that was a perfect entry for Beyond a couple days ago. 133. And then surprise, surprise, we almost hit 150, which is 153 is what I was looking for. And you see why. Basically, I'm going with this green bar right here. And I want it to be like what I told you guys that they call a gift, something like a pullback that we can go back on 160. So the pattern now looks not as good because I was expecting today a green bar. A green bar would have put me like way more bullish, thinking that over 151, 52, go long. However, the call stays the same. So over 152.50, I want to be long beyond. So before it was over 150, but the thing is that we got sold into 152. So now the call cannot be 152. It has to be 152.50. Okay, so over 152.50, 152.50. Target one, 180. Where I got the 180? From the big reversal right here, 180, and then we take it from there. Okay, but if we hit 180, I'll be happy. 150, 167, that's target number one. That's 10%, by the way. I wasn't aware of that. Sorry, guys. So beyond 152.50, that's again, you can always find an intraday pattern that is gonna make you take you long prior to that level. But today's action, look at the gap, right? So if we think that this is support, that's another play that you can take, right? And we holding the low of 131. As long as we don't break 131, which is down here, that's a lot, guys. That's like the whole gap. We close half the gap. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna put an alarm for Beyond for tomorrow over BWAP. BWAP is at 145. I'm gonna start looking at 145. Yeah, if I can get a nice entry over 145, I'll probably take it with a target one of 152.50. And if we go over 152.50, that's my intra to hold or intra to swing. Okay, intra to swing. Intra to hold is someone else's. Okay. So that's an extra wide right there. So I'll watch BWAP, which is 145 to 152. And then over 152.50, we keep it to 167 and 180. That's a good play. That could be in play tomorrow. Just because today was a big gap up day, and let's see how it react. Do I want to short it? You can short it. I don't want to. Okay. So it's all preferences. So I rarely ever short something that I'm bullish on. So that's how do I keep a little bit of sanity going on. Beyond, what else? Burgers? No, we don't trade burgers. So we got
Rad.
Rad is moving awfully well, but I think it's because of the news that they're gonna do testing in some Rad. Yeah, I think that was the news, right? So that's what they up. I don't know if you heard the news. I think they got approved that they want to do that was one of the locations where they're gonna be. But I like the charts. I think that's why we have it, right? Last time we talk about it because I see a green line right there. So I would love to buy it as close as possible to 15 or over 1945 now. I'm going with the monthly 1871, guys. 1871. 1871 should do it. Target 1 is 20, which is the whatever target, and then the real move should come. So 1870. I'm gonna put it right here. Alarm. What do I like about RAD? Yes, we have the big move up. We didn't have a good consolidation like the ones I like, but it's good. And we still have, today was, yeah, 32% higher. So I think the move is being supported. And let's see this one, how it looks. Let's go to daily. We got 1764. That's where the most volume was done, 1740, 1764. It's not too crazy getting over 18, but I'd rather wait 1850, 1870, because I don't think I don't know how good this one is for intraday trading. So I'll probably just take some longer term calls. Has the potential, if it's really good news, that they're gonna test people over there. So RAT over, remind me again, Kyle?
18.7
18.7
to 20.
And that's what we're playing right there is a weekly and monthly accumulation, possible accumulation, right? And longer term. Okay, I like that one. RAT, we have Microsoft. Spot. What was that? Which one?
Spot.
Huh. Let's go with the ones. Spotify. Gosh. What's not to love about that pattern, guys? What's not to love about that pattern? This is what I love the most. Up, sideways, up, and now we don't have the sideways, but we have this. Is that a wedge? Right? It's sort of a wedge.
Yeah, it's getting
yeah, it's getting there. So yeah, absolutely. Simple. How aggressive do you want to be? That's the question. For sure, over 264, for sure. 264 to 65. I'm gonna put my alarm right there. So you can be as aggressive as you want. Let me see if we have anything going on. Let me take this off. That's the market profile. Yeah, because we're making new highs. That's why I don't have anything to the left. So you gotta be careful we don't break 254. So we're working with this 254 right here. That's our floor, to put it that way. And once we start showing some strength, what I'm looking for the stock is to show me that, hey, today's the day that I'm going up. And you know, you've seen it enough times to know when they start telling you, hey, we're going up today. So today's the day to write it. So we got the 254 right here. We tested, we broke, and somebody got trapped right there. So 264 as a long, and 272 is the actual long, right? So 264 intraday, 264 to 65 intraday. So that could be played for tomorrow too. Intraday. That's a bonus for the ones that stay until this late, man. Right? You get the tomorrow trade. So yes. Intraday 264 to 272, and if you hit and close over 272, we go all-time highs. Of course, all-time highs can be anything because we don't know how. So let's call it 300 easily, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna review the Fibonacci concepts, and probably that's something that we can do, right? Extensions to have it ready, because I know I put it right here, and you just project me where should we go. But I think the first Fibonacci is like 30%, right? So from the move, so 10 to 20%. I'm actually erring on the safe side. So we get more than that, even better. Okay. So yes, spot, absolutely. So far we got spot, we got Beyond, we got Qualcomm, we got Nvidia, we got probably Boeing, we got Disney. Wow, we got a lot of things in play, likely in play. Wow, I'm gonna have to do a review after we finish this one. A lot of stuff, guys. With this thing, we can make July a great month, I think. What else we have, Kyle? What am I missing? Payments, payment.
Yeah, payments, SQ, PayPal.
That's Elon, man. That's Elon's brainchild too, right? Yeah. Ah, go long, go long. We got a base at 164. Tested like 4 times, did nothing, just blew up, and that's it. I have nothing to say about this, guys. This is all momentum. That's it. I don't have volume. We're at all-time highs, so play it as all-time highs. So that's that one. And I think SQ hasn't, oh my God, triggered today. Wow. I didn't see it. I was waiting for it. Didn't see it. Total miss. So, okay. What's the difference between the two? This is a solid move on almost 200% volume. So what I'm looking for is any pullback to get back long. As long as we stay over 1.8, I'm looking for SQ. Okay, so SQ, we're bullish. Look, entry. As long as we stay over 108. And I know it looks like a lot, but this thing can drop like 10 points tomorrow, and then the following day put a hammer, and then the next day we're grabbing it. Okay, so we need an entry. I cannot chase it here. I cannot chase it. What was up today? Like what was it? It gained 10%. Oh my
10%.
God, was there news? Jeez, how did I miss that one? What was I doing?
I had it in the notes. It was upgraded, big upgrade with 121 PT.
Oh my God. And the green line was triggered at, oh, like at the open. You either got at the open or there, you're just watching it. Jesus.
Right.
Oh my God. Big trade today. Okay, SQ, what else? I didn't want to see it.
Tesla.
Let's go to Tesla. Beautiful trade. Yeah, let's go to the big ones. Tesla. Are people still short Tesla? I haven't checked I was telling, yeah. Have you checked the short interest for Tesla lately? Anybody? You have the number right there?
10%.
Still 10%? Yeah, 1027. Yep. That's not as high as before, but it's pretty high. It's a lot of people losing money on that one. Oh my God. Went to a party on Saturday, not a party, a family party, because we're still in COVID, and somebody showed up and she told me that they were having a little trouble sleeping. Today's Wednesday, right? And that was Sunday, because they were a little worried about a short that they have on Tesla. That was Sunday. So probably they were happy because Friday dropped into support, guys. We talk about this support, 950, right? We said we're going to buy it. I didn't buy it. I totally forgot about buying. So it's good. So what do we need here? The way I trade is the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line right here, right? And there's going to be my new reference point for Tesla. If we ever come back, I'll take it. However, the formation that we have today, the type of close that we have, you see that 60, look how beautiful this is, guys. Like up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways. So I think we can get something going again if Tesla does it for a third time. Oh, it's already gapping out. Yeah, 1140. Now I see it right here, 1140. So it's just gonna go, yeah, over highs. I was thinking like probably we retest 11. So no, no, no. It's gonna be 1140, guys. So Tesla, play the Momo. Don't short it, or at least don't let me know that you short Tesla. When did I say stop shorting Tesla? Like at 400, right? Like at
Right.
400 something. Yeah, I hope you covered those those 10%. Those stealing the 10%. My God, you got some skin, man, shorting that thing. The bull girl, the girl with the bullish best case scenario is like 15,000. That's the target for Tesla within the next 5 years, something like that. Yeah. And she gave all the reasons and everything. Okay, we got Tesla, CRM. How about CRM? I know we have a trade on this one. It's still there. Almost triggered. And what are we looking for? 195. I think it's doesn't trade out well, but 182 support, hold. So 195.72. Let me see the weekly. I don't know. This is like supposedly with the economy, right? The close economy. Or this is more work from home, right? This is CRM, customer, Salesforce, and they make some partnerships and stuff like that. So CRM over 185, right? But that's momentum, guys. That's some moment. We need a good entry for that because it's gonna be top of the range. So basically, we buying the top of the move from 182. Point of control was 175, so 200 you already have. I mean, 18% chase. So unless we have a really good pattern, I'm not going to be chasing these highs, right? So we know how to play new highs. That we know, absolutely. I don't need to go too deep on that one. So that's CRM. What else we have? We have a pilot.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's do Python before I forget. So, my God, that's a power after, guys. Just right in the 8MA. It's amazing. So strong. You just get supported. No volume so far. I mean, low volume. Continues to go up. Day trade. And let's add Lulu because I know they bought Mirror for 500 million. So I don't know if this is going to change anything for Lulu, but I like the chart. Look at the chart. I like the chart. I like 325 in Lulu. Absolutely. This is what I'm looking, guys. So we have the level right here to the left, and then we have the alligator all the way to 241. We didn't buy any yoga pants at 241, so we're looking for buying at 325. I like 325. Especially because I don't care about fundamentals. I don't care about valuations and everything, but they did something different, right? They make the acquisition. I don't know, Peloton Mirror, how's that gonna go? And look at the big volume that we have supporting this move. So we got a good entry right here. Actually, our alert could be over 318. Reason being because we have a huge volume, right? So once we go over that, I'm just assuming that these guys were just like profit taking today. You see the low volume today, only 72%. So I'll be like, yeah, these guys just make a bunch of money from 286 to 300. They take the money off the table. Now we're ready for the real bulls, which are going to stay with the trade. So those are going to show up at 318 and 324. So actually, Lulu, who was trading this thing? Christopher, I think he was.
I think
Um,
so.
I think so, right? That he posted Lulu. Oh, so let's watch the high of that. That's 318.50, 318.50, 319, and over 325. That's the green line, right? Hey, now who knows? Probably Lulu is gonna be a piton, at least the hype. I don't know. Okay, so Lulu, you said banks. Oh my God,
Yeah.
banks. Banks are horrible. Goldman Sachs. Same play, guys. We want to see it over the 200 MA. So 207, right? I want to see a change. I don't know if we're thinking on shorting the banks. I'm just so scared of shorting, right? It's like we just witnessed like the biggest quarter in the whole history of Wall Street, and it's just I don't want to mess up with my head. I've done some shorts in SPY at very specific points, and I sometimes buy hedges too. And I know all the bad news for the banks. But what if I really want to do something? I want to be like over 205. It's right here, which is all this area in the weekly chart, and then the 200 MA. And I know there's a lot of theories why they should go down and everything, but I'd rather err on the side of a good day in the banks bouncing, even if it's a dead cat bounce or whatever they want to call it. So I'll say 205. I'll take a shot for a move into, this is the Bollinger Band, the 2% into, for a 2 standard deviation move is 225. That puts me at 10%. Okay. So GS, not a favorite, but over the 200 MA, that's 210, prox 209, 210, and I go for 225. And then JP Morgan, which I know I heard is the best balance sheet. So we have that one over 105 to 115 for the first Momo trade. That was like some months ago when they were hot. Interesting, we're about to test 90, which is the point of control longer term. If we go to the monthly chart, we're going to see that we have some support at 88, 84. For some reason, if we test 88, I'm going to be watching JP Morgan very close and probably put a 5% stop on a longer term trade if we hold. Because look at what's the last time we test 92. So we still like, we try to break today 95. I think with the banks is they hardly ever are in play. Like some of these days, but you come in here, you see 76% today, and if you really hate them, you can short under 90, right? But keep in mind that you have buyers at 88, like here, 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 here. So I don't know if I want to get into trouble with that for 2 points, right? We can make 2 points in any other stock without messing with the banks. So any other bank that you guys own, like Bank of America, and same chart for, well, the thing is that with the Bank of America, we don't have we're under 2250. We don't have that much of volume as JP Morgan. You see here, 2250, JP Morgan, we're still over that volume profile that I like for reference in this case. Right. So that's the difference between them. And then if we go the horrible bank, the one that they have like 3 or 4 accounts for every single one of us, without us knowing it, they still going down as expected. So I took a hit on that one. Yeah, because I have some positions, but well, I'm out now, of course. So for this one's the horrible one. If you want to short something, I'll say this is the one to short. 25, we go 10%, 22 is target one right here. Not bad. I know Hassan likes to short the banks. This is your puppy, man. 25 to 22. Why not? I'm going to write it down. I don't think I'm going to do it just because I don't like it. And I don't like being short in this market. It's too painful. Okay, well, banks, we did social media, we did
How about crowd?
Zoom. Oh, we got marijuana now. Kronos. Kronos needs to break over 607, 670. Once we go over 670, 696, we're still looking at that. If it's gonna go up, I want to see all the accumulation here happens. This can stay here forever, guys. We've been here for what now, like best part of 8 months already, and it has done nothing unless you're intraday trading, and then of course it moves. You get the move from 490 to 7. That's a good move, but not for what we do here, right? I want to own it probably at 7 over 8, and then ride it ideally till 25. I don't think that's going to happen. The other one that I follow a lot is CGC, right? Which is Canopy, which is the one with Constellation Brands, and they have a new CEO. Constellation Brands, a guy that is an expert in distribution and drinks. So what he says is that probably this is going to be like the next big thing, some marijuana drinks. So this one is one that I want for the longer term, if you're thinking longer term. But again, stock needs to prove itself. So I'm going to put an alarm at 20 something. Remember, if this get hot, they can move like in a couple days. So put alarms at 18 over 1863. That's interesting, right? 20, 22, every two points, you can do it. The main level I'm watching is a close over 1960 right here, and 21. Just the monthly chart. I'll go with the monthly chart for sure over 21. For sure over 21. CGC. We're still so far from there. 30%.
Microsoft.
New highs. New all-time highs. Sold off a little at the close, but that was a beautiful pattern too. Yep, 204. Let's play. Let's see how much they got left. But yeah, we're playing all-time highs, so we just put an alarm at 204. We watch it, but it's 206.35, just momentum trading, Microsoft. Okay, nothing much there. Do we have a call on Microsoft last time? I don't think so. You just said like keep playing, right? Keep playing. How
We didn't
about
have enough time
Zoom?
for it.
Oh yeah, we forgot. So all-time highs, Momo, and then we do Zoom. The Z's, Zoom, setting up. Look at that one. That's setting up. That's setting up a nice launching pad. Yep.
Nice.
That's an easy one. Yeah, that's an easy one to see. Everybody knows how to play that one, right? 262, 261.60, go long. And that's another momentum trade. How long do I, how high? I'll say 280. We got the Bollinger Band right there. So Zoom over 261.75 to 282. New guys, sometimes I say, like, I know the price is 261.62, right? Remember, it's 200 bucks. So sometimes what I put it is like, I put like 261.75 just to make sure, because sometimes people will see 261.62 and they say 261.50 and they say, you know what? I'd rather get on before it breaks. So I get my fills and it never breaks. So just trying to, I'm going to show you a perfect example of this one. ZS. Like yesterday, we were waiting for 110 something, right? It was 110. I think it was the entry, 110. And I said, you're going to buy 110.25. What I was buying is like extra little bit of, some people use that approach and they use it as a percentage of ATR. You add a little bit of that, you know, just to make sure the move is real. And that would have saved you the stop yesterday and the horrible feeling today when it just went. Okay, so that's why like you see 115.17. Why, Mario? I see 115.17 and you're telling 115.25. I'm like, yeah, that's nothing, man. That's 18 cents. If you cannot afford 18 cents of that stock, you shouldn't be trading that stock. Simple, right? It's probably too expensive or you too big. So ZS, I like it too. I like the formation. So over 115.50. You see here, that's my alarm. 115.56 is the Bollinger Band over 115. Yeah, 115 and a quarter, 115.25. And I like it. This one, I like it a lot. Problem is we didn't have that much volume today, which can be good actually. Whenever we get the volume, so we're going to be able to see it. If we see big volume and a break of 115.25, just jump on it. Okay. Top watch. We're strong. Oh, Tanner, when you
We've only
catch,
got a couple more minutes, by the way.
we already have more minutes or
Only a couple more.
okay. Okay. 115.25. And that's a Momo main watch. ZS, CM, Microsoft. What else you got, guys? What are we missing?
There's Baba.
Baba. Yeah, Baba. Okay, what's the deal with Baba? Deal with Baba is basically this can be support to 12. So if we break to 12 short, plain and simple, right? If we go over 216, basically what we have is some accumulation right here for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, right? It's showing it on the volume on the squeeze is also showing that there's like a volatility contraction right here. That's all it's saying, right? We were moving good and now we have a volatility contraction. That's all it means. We have low volume today. I know some of the guys were looking at it today. Hey, no volume on this one. That was not day to play, but we don't know, right? So tomorrow we go over 216.70. Let me see if it's already triggered. No, right there. You can if you guys do that type of trading, like you play the reversals. I do play reversals every now and then. So I'll say 216.85 to 16.75 to be safe on Baba. So Baba over 260. Tomorrow is the last day, so tomorrow is like a Friday. So you better triggers in the morning and go hard. And target one is 220. Pretty simple. We can see it there, right? So moving average, 2 moving averages. There's also volume right here. We got the compression right here. So that's one. Or if we close under, I mean, we go under 212, you can take it 2 for a ride to 207. So under 212 to 207. We don't watch anymore. So it's Baba, it's Baidu. I used to trade Baidu. I don't trade anymore. Do we do NVIDIA? Yeah, we do NVIDIA.
Yeah, there's calls for Amazon.
Oh, Amazon. Yeah, keep buying. No, don't buy. Just hang. Oops. You see it? Think of swing.
Wow.
Hey, we gotta go some extra time, but it's not my fault. It's think of swim. There you go. The buzzer, right at the buzzer. I love this. It's just look at the chart, guys. I want to show you something. I already shared with Kyle. Look at the formation, right? We almost went into the green. 1, 2, hammer, 1, 2 days. Okay, check this out. These are patterns. This is what calls patterns. You see? You see Netflix? Same thing. See Amazon? Same thing. Exactly the same trade, right? So Amazon is going to be the same trade as Netflix. As long as we stay over 2,800, I'm going to be bullish in Amazon. Oh my God, where's my notes? Okay, Amazon 2,800 is my bullish line, right? I'm looking to go long or to trade long. I don't trade long, and I want to disclose this, guys. I don't trade long Amazon intraday. It's too expensive. I don't feel comfortable trading it. I don't have a good platform. So my Robinhood is not good for this. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't feel comfortable. But I do have exposure to the name since we've been doing perfect technical moves. Amazon, what was the other one I said? Just missed that one. So we have Baba, Amazon, Oh, match. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know how it trades. Does it trades? Oh, forget it. Match,
Wow.
hot. This one's horrible. Look at that. I know. Fastly is one that is being like hot. Everybody's talking about it. Look at the pattern. Momentum traders, you can do it. I know you can do it, guys. Over 89, 90 fastly. Okay.
How about
That's
that new electric truck? What is that?
FSLI over 90. New electric truck. What is it? What is the ticker?
Uh,
Oh, I have this one today.
Nikola.
Oh, NKLA. But that's like in the middle of nowhere now. You see? It's pegged right there. And I've been looking at the options because I've been thinking on posting for you guys so we can all trade it. But the thing is that the implied move is like right now you buy, let's say you're going to buy, I don't know, you think it's going to go 68 or you're going to go 76. Like implied move for tomorrow is $5.
Wow.
I really don't know how to trade that. The implied move for tomorrow is $5. The implied move for next week is $14. So right off the bat, you're playing like if you're buying 65s, you're paying like it's already discounted. It's going to make it to 70. So what I'm seeing here, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kyle, this is like, oh, they're selling premium like crazy, and they're so happy that this thing's just going to go sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. I mean, am I going to sell premium on this one? No, I don't sell. I don't sell anything. I promise you guys, I don't sell it. So I'll leave that one to someone else with bigger, you know what, than me. Silence. I was looking at today. I think it didn't. It never triggered. Yeah. So I want silence. Silence over 100 is interesting because of the weekly. It's okay, but I like the monthly, and I should call it over 101 just to be on the safe side. So that's my alarm. But I think if silence, because we have the move yesterday. Today was horrible, negated. But it's still big volume. So if for some reason it just starts going green, I'll probably be on that one, silence. And I'm just looking at my scanners right here. Well, the Oracle, we've been looking for Oracle. That thing is not doing anything. But hold on a second. This is interesting, guys. Over 56 Oracle. Look at the alligator here, mouth. And so we bounce, and now we're on top of the alligator mouth of what 56. Can we go? What I'm looking here is that we go price discovery. Basically, we have been sort of in balance, and we should go out of balance soon. So the bet is like, when are we going? So when is this thing actually gonna move? Because you see, it's been in low volatility for almost a month. You can see it. I know this is more visual. Like if you guys want to just send me a text and I'll tell you how to use it, the basic thing. But I see it right here. I just added because sometimes it's harder to see. But if you don't see that this thing is going sideways, then we got a trouble. We got a problem because this is sideways, right? Sideways. So we're looking at 56. That's all we're looking. 56. Yeah, let's move this one to 56. Might be a good trade. Who knows? Because one thing's for sure, there's been a lot of, remember, we see these patterns all the time. We saw it in Tesla. I just show it to you guys. You see? So he was doing nothing. I remember I said, I don't want to get involved in this thing till we go over 850, right? And you're like, why would you wait till 850 if you can buy it at 789? I'm like, well, because I think if we go right after almost a month doing nothing, we should have a big move. So that's a reason. You can't anticipate, and some people do, but I'd rather be like 56 and make sure that I make my money in 2-3 days. That's the better trade for me, at least. So Oracle, and that's part of my,
that's a wrap.
Yeah, that should be a wrap. So yeah. One more.
Already went.
Yeah, already went. Yeah, but that was today. Like, yeah, I just saw that my alarm. So guys, thank you so much for the time.
Thanks, Mario.
Hey, not a problem, guys. I'm so happy that we have an awesome first semester. I think for the most part, I think we
Yeah.
guys are doing a great job. And I think the more we refine our strategies and get to know each other and get to know what is that we like, and especially knowing trading styles. I think it's so important to know that, like some people are going for shorter term, some people are, so that can help us, right? Sometimes I think I called spot for you guys. I remember you guys took it. I mean, like you kind of
All
took it.
right.
So sometimes I see a play that is not for me, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, this is spot, and you can trade it." Like what I said about Z. What was it? What was it? Oh, Fastly, right? So that's
Yeah.
pure scalping. Sometimes I just don't do it. Like I call Amazon, but I don't do it. I don't like it. Not that it's not going higher. If I love it, what I do is I do a spread, or if I buy leaps on that one, right? But that's my way of trading, right? I don't want to be getting involved into the minutia of the
Right.
intraday. So make sure you know your strategy, your plan. What is it you like? How do you trade better? And what makes money for you? Because that's the most important thing. Whatever makes you money, stick with it. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow.
All right, Mario. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.